The state is not ruling out more arrests in the fraud case against football boss Danny Jordaan and others. Investigators say they now have 64 gigs of emails from co-accused Trevor Neertling's computer, potentially implicating others.
In the review representations, new information was given to the state as the reasons for questioning the matter to be resolved.
Danny Jordaan. Oh my goodness, bro. You know, I used to think the football leaders in this country, in fact, I used to think football was it was that sport that you can't disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. The amount of respect I had for soccer before, prior to these years, bro, I used to look at football and think, bro, this is one sport that you can't disrespect. But you know, we learn stuff about age fixing and all of these things. But Danny Jordaan has showed me, he hasn't done it. These leaders, our leaders, they don't give a about South African resilience, about South African, I don't know if I say South African success. They don't give a they don't care. This guy here, Danny Jordaan, this guy here is facing allegations of fraud and theft relating to the misuse of SAFA funds, the South African Football Association, I think. I don't know how other South African football fans feel out there. I don't know how the football fans feel out there. But this feels like a punch to the midsection. This feels like Know
your fucking place, trash.
And I can't help but wonder if this guy, if these leaders is the reason why watching EPSL isn't even worth it. I feel like the Varsity Cup, the University Varsity Cup, the one that's happening right now, is far better than EPSL. I don't believe it when people tell me South Africa is one of the best leagues in Africa. The authorities say that roughly 1.3 million was allegedly used to hire PR and private security services for personal gain. The CFO and the businessman were also reported as appearing with Jordaan, so the way he's co-accused individuals too. This guy, Danny Jordaan, was granted bail of 20k. Kanjan, I get it's just allegations, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But listen, bro, the government is able to be, the government is so corrupt, right, that they are able to, we have tenderpreneurs, right, and these people's kickbacks are not simple amounts. They don't take thousands, they take millions. They be taking millions. So they're able to steal millions when they want to, from causes that could have helped the development of this country, from education, healthcare, all of these sectors, right? So your guys can be corrupt in destroying the poor individuals' lives. You're literally destroying the poor individuals' lives and their futures. Because if you're not developing our schools, for example, then where are our kids going to study and how are they going to better this? But it's besides the point. Okay, y'all are able to be corrupt when it comes to when our lives are at stake. When our lives are at stake. But you can't be corrupt towards your own. I don't know about you, but the way I think about it, bro, if this guy was literally taking 1.3 million, allegedly, if I was, as a government, let's say I was thinking as a government, as my own government, I wasn't going to grant him 20k bail. I was going to grant him like 500k bail. Despite the fact that SAFA is the one that lost his funds, misuse of funds, right? I would imagine that's literally like the government losing funds, right? Because it comes from the government either way, right? Or maybe sponsors, I don't know. But like, if I was that corrupt, the government is inconsistently corrupt. You guys are you're consistently inconsistent. And the government is inconsistent, bro. If 1.3 million was lost, as a corrupt government, I'll try to make a bit of that back. I was gonna grant him 1 million. I don't give a shit about the law. They don't give a shit about the law. When it's a normal day and they wanna steal, the laws don't apply. The rules don't apply. But when a criminal's life is at stake, a criminal's freedom is at stake, the rules all of a sudden apply. I'm not aiming this at anybody, you know, it doesn't even make sense anyway, but the case is ongoing. I just can't understand how the government can be so corrupt but can't be corrupt against their own. You know what I'm saying? 20k. Oh, Martin, bro, Umuntu steals 10 billion. Umuntu kills an individual life, something that is priceless. Umuntu kills an individual. Bail 5k. What the f is that?
What does that have to do with it?
No. He's got a point.
And I think I saw I don't know what you call it. I think it was another form of it's an inquiry, I think, as well. I don't know, he was sitting there, he was, okay, I don't know, he was being inquired or something. I think it was a form of inquiry. And I heard something about how he was at the last World Cup when Bafana didn't even qualify. And in his defense, he was in his right, or as an official, to be at the World Cup, and that he isn't Bafana, so it doesn't even matter if Bafana qualifies. He's gonna be. I don't see, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see the Malawian president, the president of the Malawian Football Association at the World Cup. When was the last time Malawi qualified for World Cup? You know what I'm saying? Like, when was the last time Zimbabwe qualified for World Cup? All these other small countries that are unable to qualify for the World Cup. I doubt it that I doubt that their presidents are going to the World Cup without their team. What are they doing there? This guy is just finding ways, bro, to justify and to excuse his reasons for misusing these funds, bro. South Africa's a joke. I honestly believe that individuals that were never pro athletes, I feel like they don't understand what it is to become an athlete. You know what I'm saying? This argument is, yeah, it's wrong in many levels, but I feel like individuals who are never pro athletes, individuals who never left that life, they are not supposed to lead athletes. Yeah, no. Yeah, South Africa has successfully showed us that, okay, it doesn't matter what happened in your past. It doesn't matter who you are. We're gonna put you where we wanna put you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're there to gain as an individual. It doesn't matter. I mean, if you think about this guy's history, if you think about Danny Jordaan's history, this guy was South Africa's sports administrator, I don't know for how long, and a former public official. Was never pro. If you think about Gayton McKenzie, businessman, author, politician, very inspiring individual. Very inspiring individual. You know, he served in local government roles. He's a current minister of sports. Youth incarceration. So I'm guessing this guy has a criminal record. But he's a sports minister. You know what I'm saying? I think I heard somewhere. Isn't this a law? I think I heard somewhere that Guti, it's very difficult to find a job as an individual with a criminal record. How difficult? I think I heard something like that. Is that the case? But anyways, we have these people in these positions. It's the reason why nothing is going well in this country. It's the reason why nothing. We literally have criminals leading us. I'm sorry to put it that way, but we literally have criminals leading us. Some people may argue that, okay, being a SAFA president or a minister of sports has more to just having experience as a pro athlete. You know what I'm talking about? If you think about negotiations, international relations, all this management of budget, you know what I'm talking about? Danny Jordaan showed us that that's not even the case. The reason I'm saying, bro, this argument is, again, some of them may look at how Danny Jordaan led the successful period of us hosting the 2010 World Cup. You know what I'm talking about? But if you think about how other countries do it, the countries that are performing better, Europe of us, the Western countries. If you think about the Sebastian Coe is 1.5, a middle distance athlete, pro, one of the best in history. You know what I'm saying? And isn't he the president of, I think there's a new president, but for the longest time, wasn't he the president of World Athletics, the IAAF at some point? You know what I'm saying? Why can't we learn from these type of institutions? Why can't we learn? Bro, this is all politics. South Africa's all about politics. Nothing is to benefit the athlete. People are just here to benefit themselves, politicize every single thing, and make a little bag. You know what I'm saying?